Have you assembled your boarding party?
Ready to deploy on your command.
I wish I was leading it myself.
Your place is on the bridge, sir.
When the Makos had joined the NX-01 Enterprise, both sides were quite clearly from two different worlds. Starfleet security felt that they were being questioned in their ability to defend the ship and felt the Makos were just impeding, that they needed to stay out of their way. Throughout the Xindi War arc, and really the series, the Makos would become a staple of the vessel and would be more than that. They would be a part of the crew. They were now family, and the one thing that Xindi were continuing to do was hurt their family. On that topic, Hoshi was finding being captured was not as glamorous as one might think.
Cooperate and this won't be necessary. Wait. After the injection, the parasites will invade your neocortex. Once they begin reconfiguring your synaptic pathways, you'll be much more compliant. Before, your primate brain is too badly damaged to understand. I want to thank you for helping us destroy your world.
Star Trek Enterprise also does present us with one of the most evil scenes that I've ever observed, and honestly does well in just ticking the reptilian commander into that mustache-twirling bad guy slot. It's very classic villain Trek. As they begin to operate on her brain, we see a returning of Reed and T'Pol. Reed has to advise Hayes about the loss of his officer. This creates some tension between the two and emphasizes how there has been a lot of loss on the Enterprise, both from Starfleet and the Makos. These recent losses would lead to a conversation between Reed and Hayes.
I did everything I could. Things happened very fast.
I understand.
I'm not finished. Hawkins may well have been a Mako. But it was my responsibility out there.
We're all part of the same crew, no matter which uniform we wear. Don't worry about Ensign Sato. We'll bring her home.
It's interesting. Not a couple of episodes or more ago, they were at each other's throat, and now we have them discussing how they're both a part of the crew. Both of them respected each other, and they both wanted what was best for everyone. Mako, Starfleet, didn't matter. They were the NX-01 Enterprise. They wouldn't allow anyone to hurt their people, and they were going to get Hoshi back. It's an extremely touching scene. What is more frustrating is how the Aquatics are dealing with all this. To be clear, the Reptilians took control of the weapon, probably killing multiple Arboreals and Primates to get it. They stole it, fired on other Xindi ships, withdrew from the Council, and are moving to destroy what could be a completely innocent species. Even if we remove the piece about how humanity is necessary to save their future, they are pausing at what would be blood on their hands. Humans might be innocent. Even if they aren't going to save anyone, they didn't do anything wrong. Aquatic reactions are honestly just ridiculous to me. The Arboreals and Primates are ready to attack, but the Aquatics are needed to give them the edge. Ultimately, Archer has to promise to destroy the spheres to save his own people. We continue to hear about how slow the Aquatics are. I just find them to be idiots. But that's me. Finally, after a lot of cajoling as well as back and forth, the Aquatics do agree to join the battle, and they plan an assault upon the weapon. They are largely successful, and it forces the Reptilians and Insectoids to go on the defensive. The Insectoids and Reptilians are taking a large beating, and the Sphere Builders have to step in to prevent the forces from overrunning the weapon. With the help of a lobotomized Hoshi, the Reptilians break the encryption, preventing them from activating it, and once again escape, beginning to make their way for Earth. Well, they escape, but not before the Makos do their thing.
Hit it! I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding.
They go in and save Hoshi, but unfortunately have to stand by while the NX-01 repairs systems for them to beam back over. They do this, but not without casualties. At the end of the day, the Makos got their family home. And now I'm going to have to admit frustration with the Xindi for a second time. Even though the weapon got away and Earth is about to be destroyed, they expect Archer to destroy the spheres. That's not exactly what the agreement was. The agreement was to help them stop the weapon. They still haven't done that. Once they do, then maybe they can take care of those pesky spheres. Though to be fair, I think T'Pol's counter-argument is far Far more convincing. So here we are, basically a bridge episode. The Enterprise will move to stop the spheres, and a strike team will move to stop the weapon. Thank God. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Lore Reloaded.
Doctor,
I told him I was ready for duty.
I'm afraid he's a bit of a mother hen.
How's Ensign Sato?
Her bio signs are stable.
Thank you for bringing her home.
All in a day's work.